there has been no evidence of tramps using the house in the way suggested by this Joseph Meyer. We have yet to enter the house to determine the truth or otherwise of this assertion. Tell me, what was this Joseph Meyer wearing when he approached your constable? I have no idea. You would have to ask Constable Reddick for the answer to that question. I intend to do so, if you wish my assistance in this matter. I also intend speaking to Mr. Meyer and to visit number 46 in company with you and your men. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. There is no time like the present. Come, Watson, Lestrade, let me while away the time on our journey to Holloway by informing you of the location of the Westmoreland rubies. So where we are, Mr. Holmes, number 46, where the ghostly lights and sounds were observed, is just over there.
You surely do not believe in ghosts, Inspector?
In cases like this, I do not know what to believe. As Mr. Holmes has remarked to us on more than one occasion, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Ghosts, my dear fellow, are impossible. Therefore, we may eliminate them from our inquiries at the start. I have neither the time nor the patience to provide you with my reasoning on the subject. Come. As you said, Lestrade, it is locked, and the windows all appear to be securely fastened. There is no sign of entry from the front. Let us proceed to the rear of the house. Again locked. Lestrade, you have no objection to my picking the lock, I take it? Excellent. Enter, gentlemen. I'm glad to see you're on the side of law and order, Mr. Holmes. I believe that even the most skillful housebreaker in London cannot match you in this matter of opening locked doors.
Lestrade, you said that this house is reported to have been unoccupied for several months.
That is correct.
The floor seems suspiciously free of dust and grime for a building that has been empty for so long.
Very well observed, Watson. Indeed, there is little dust, but it has been swept, and recently, by a broom, almost certainly that which is standing in that corner.
I do not believe tramps would be so fastidious when it came to the place where they sleep.
Indeed so, nor ghosts, Inspector. I have never heard of ghosts that keep their surroundings clean. I confess that the idea of spirits seems most unlikely, given the fact. And what of the light that was observed? Let us see if the gas is still connected. No, there is no gas here. Did Meyer mention what kind of light he had seen? No. We must interview Mr. Joseph Meyer soon, before his memory fades. Indeed so. There's a spot of candle grease on this table, Mr. Holmes. And the table has also been cleaned of dust, which means that the candle, wherever it might be now, was lit and placed here relatively recently. I am guessing that it would be visible from the street if the door to the hallway was open as it is now. Shall we move into the front room?
Oh, my God, Holmes, look there in the corner. Is he dead? God rot it, poor soul. The ligature, some sort of leather whip or lash, is still embedded in the flesh of his neck. You can see it just below his beard. He is a big man. I cannot say that it would be easy to beat him in a fair fight, but with a weapon such as this.
There is the argument that was reported to your man, Lestrade. I must call in the constables. Quick, Watson, who is he? Let us search his pocket before Lestrade and his myrmidons come in with their boots and disturb whatever evidence remains. Ha! A letter in German, no less, addressed to Thomas Kiska, a Bohemian name, if I am not mistaken. Let us see his boots. Ah, yes, from that part of Europe, to be sure. The little distinctive touches, Watson, that help determine a man's origin. A man may change his clothes in order to appear as a native of another nation. See how this man's coat and trousers are distinctively English, but he will invariably fail to change his boots, which will always bear the mark of his native country.
See here, Holmes, look below the right ear where the beard stops.
Your powers of observation are coming on apace, Watson. That star-shaped tattoo is the mark that allows members of one of the most vicious and depraved groups of Europe anarchists to identify each other. We seem to have stumbled upon a deep mystery, Watson. Very deep. Ears ear, Constable. Discovered anything more, Mr. Holmes? For your ears alone, Inspector. First, though we should examine the rest of the house.